a creative outlet that wanted to get together, have a good time, and laugh about the thrills, spills, and realness of motherhood.
Welcome to Mama Juice.
Oh boy,
Hello.
Are we on?
Yes.
Hello.
Oh, here. So we were going to talk about, this episode we're going to talk about holidays and mainly like Christmas season coming up.
Mom's responsibilities.
Mom's responsibilities. What does your family do with it? And like, what is your perception like, and how do you handle it all?
Yeah. The funness and the stressfulness together.
Yeah. So, right before we started recording, I just was talking about, so I have 3 kids, and I said the more kids I have, the less like I think magic I want to put into it. Not that I'm like over the magic, I guess, but I'm over the buying the stuff to wow them. And like I feel like that's what a lot of like the Santa magic is like buying the stuff.
Well, they just love seeing it and
it's
opening
like that
and
morning.
Then it's like I don't want to play. Eva, last year was like the next day. I was like, I'm bored. I don't have anything to play with.
Yeah.
And I wanted to strangle her.
Yeah.
All the things she just got. I'm like,
no.
Today to see.
I feel like it's when you have the first, you're like, because you feel like you're living this like magic moment. You get to bring this amazing joy and this funness, and you get to, and they get so excited when they're like,
I still love
2, 3, they're so excited. And then in today's day and age, when they have everything that they need already, they're not like waiting till Christmas to get the thing. They almost probably have the thing.
I don't know what to get my kids. Yeah. Like, what world are we like? I have to find something to get my kids who have everything.
Yeah,
it's
I feel like
and it's also you tell your family members.
Good, though. Like with like wanting to like do like we our gifts are like go
experiences.
Do like it's like more,
but it's hard. But it's easy with our kids, the babies. But like when the kids, she wants to open things, so it stinks because she would rather go on a trip, but you can't be like on Christmas Day. Here's your future trip.
Yeah, here's your ticket.
Yeah,
that will go on in 4 months because it makes more sense to go in March.
Right.
Yeah, and she's like,
I feel like when they're older and they don't believe in Santa, that's gold. I will never buy them another gift. I'll be like, we're gonna go on a trip.
Yeah.
Spending all this garbage money.
Yeah.
But right now it's the magic. Like, but it is it's the best though.
It is fun. It's fun seeing them excited, but I just literally am running out of ideas especially with subsequent kids, they have hand-me-down gifts.
Yes.
And so I'm like, we have a whole bag of stuff in our attic of stuff that's hand-me-down gifts of Dawson's, and we gift them to Declan.
Do they not see that?
Dawson doesn't remember that it's his.
Okay, Eva does. Eva will be like, last year.
Females remember.
Yes. She's like, hey, we have that same thing. Or like, and I said, now I can't do it this year.
Yeah, Dawson's like, wow, look at that. Beautiful. It's almost brand new. And I'm like, it's nice. Yeah.
A little work in it.
But. Yeah.
But I forget what you do with Santa. Do you only do like certain gifts, right? Or like
we do very small gifts from Santa.
Yeah.
And then everything else is from us. Because we are like, we did all the thoughtful shopping. Your daddy works hard. Yes.
Yeah.
And then we do very tiny things from Santa. We don't do the big things.
Do they even get excited that he comes?
Well, so what we do, I do like Santa's footprints.
Yeah.
Like I take a boot.
Yes.
I do a boot from the fireplace.
Carrots all bitten out.
Yeah, the carrots, the cookies. We do. I've done like a couple times where like Santa left his hat.
Yes, we did that.
His hat was like snagged in like the fireplace. Or like random things that Santa accidentally, which I mean, in hindsight, you're like, God, this fucking guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like he'd just be
very forgetful.
Drunky. Yeah, he'd just be leaving stuff. Yeah, he'd like be
drunk
just
dude,
everywhere, and then he left his hat here. Yeah, and it's like he didn't leave his hat anywhere else. He left his hat here. Yeah. But we don't do the big stuff from Santa. And like I know my family, like my sister does, or my sister-in-law does all the big stuff is from Santa.
Yeah.
And then, like, PJs are from Mom. And I was like, Mom did all the work. Yeah. I was like, why are we giving Santa all the credit? But every family is different, and
Yeah.
there's no shade, but it's just like,
It's funny seeing that, like, how everyone does everything so different. Because, like, I don't, obviously, like, Jameson's not old enough to, like, understand those things. And, like, I don't.
But it gets tricky.
So I don't know what it's like
talk to each other.
That whole, yeah. And I hear all
absolutely.
these things.
And they go to school, and they're like, oh, I got an Xbox. And then, you know, oh, you got pajamas? And then your mom bought you this? And I'm like...
I know, it's like, you guys stop talking to each other.
Yeah.
Just enjoy it.
Yeah.
Same
I
thing
don't
with
remember talking about all that stuff with my friends, honestly. I don't remember.
I don't even remember if people told me that Santa wasn't real. Like, I believed for so long, and I loved it. I never caught my parents.
My brother told me. I was probably in, like, 4th grade. He was like, it's all fake. It's all your
That's
parents.
still late, at least.
I think I probably was, like, suspicious, and he was like, it's all trash.
No!
Yeah. He was all like, yeah, it's all not real. And I was like, oh,
No way.
Yeah,
I was like, I knew that.
Yeah.
No one ever told me. I still don't know.
He's still
I
real.
don't know.
Jordan's gonna find.
It was like our
Santa
friends,
tree.
and Phoebe was like, when Santa comes, and they're like,
No, what we used to do, we got the big gift, and then Santa would do the snowman box of, like, all the gifts that would fit into whatever the box is.
Yeah, in your family,
But then when Kristen said that, I feel like it solidified me. She was just like, everything's from Santa, and then when they know that Santa isn't real, then they'll be like, wow, my mom did all of that throughout the years.
That's what my parents did. Yeah.
My parents had
Well, still to this day, my parents will wrap presents from
So my
I love that.
when we
That's
walk
so
out,
cute.
we have ours versus from Santa. So.
Yeah.
But yeah,
because Santa is a concept, right?
Yeah.
Santa's the magic. Yes, and that's
Yeah.
like me telling Phoebe, it's like, especially like the Tooth Fairy, right? It's like she doesn't believe in the Tooth Fairy, and it's like
does not.
No.
Yeah.
No,
Did
she's
she ever?
over it.
Or she.
No, she did.
Bit.
Oh yeah. Because Silver wrote her a letter, and she was the Tooth Fairy for a little bit. She sent all this cute stuff. I know, my God, it was so cute. Yeah, but it was like but Phoebe wants, and I think a lot of the oldest children, they want to be the one that knows.
Yeah.
They're like, I mean, I'm like that even as an adult. I'm like, tell me the truth. You know.
But is Phoebe the type of person who will tell the kids?
She says she won't.
Don't
she
tell her
hasn't,
to you.
but I don't openly admit anything.
Well, yeah. She's not ready. She doesn't know everything.
I don't say I don't openly admit anything. I just say it's magic. It's magic of Christmas. It's magic of the Tooth Fairy, and I just say it's magic. And it's like
she doesn't drill you.
Semi-understood. Oh yeah, of course. But it's like semi-understood that it's like me, but also it's like it's still magic, and I'm gonna die on the magic hill. Yeah, but it's
Yeah, my parents were always just like, well, I don't know. Like, they never said it. It was always like, you'll get it, but like, I liked it that way.
Yeah.
The words never came
No,
out
I like that it's sweet. I think it's sweet that Kristen did that. I just like, I am so bad about keeping secrets. I literally like blurt out, like, if somebody tells me truly something that's like important, I'm like, okay.
You have to like tell yourself,
It's hard. It's so hard for me to lie. I'm like, so it's like my kids are like drilling me, and I'm like,
and all the questions. Yeah. I the Elf on the Shelf. I was telling her how I had the dollar store one, and then Brock was like, "What's that?" And he was like, "That's their elf." And it's just this fluffy, like doesn't look like the elf, and then. And then I had to say like, oh, no, that's the cousin.
I hate that that's branding of like.
And then I immediately was like, well, I gotta get the elf. Because I can't have that be ruined.
Yeah.
Like, the elf is huge. We didn't have that as a kid. But I love it because I always threaten my kids. I'm like, or kid before.
She's watching.
I'm like.
Yeah.
And then you have a note the next day. I saw what you did. Yeah. And it was really bad. And they're like, oh, God.
I know, but it's so much effort though. Like just
because
like I
don't do all like the stuff.
But, like,
mine just moves. Mine sits there, and mine sits there. Mine doesn't do snowball fights.
Yeah, you do one big thing, they'll expect it.
Yeah, mine doesn't. I think it's like how fun you want to do it
and everything. But like, I feel like I would forget, and I feel like I would just end up. I don't know.
Yeah, you will end up at 2 a.m. waking up.
Yeah.
Leave that fucking up. And then they'll be like, "Why didn't she move? Why didn't he move?" And you're like,
"You were bad."
Yeah.
Then the next day there's a note that says, I didn't move because blah 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 blah, and you're like, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Saved your booty.
There's lots. I mean, we only have like 5 spots that it moves to. I don't really get. I do like if I'm in a good mood.
Yeah.
I'll do like something kind of fun. But I'm not like.
extravagant. Yeah.
There's nothing that crazy. Like I'm just like sometimes it'll hang upside down.
Yeah.
And that's
Woo!
wild.
Well, that's why I kind of wanted to like have my like be like at my mom's house. So it's like every time
Yeah.
we go to Nanny's house, and it's like
Nanny
there.
will remember
Yeah.
to move it. Yeah.
No, I know.
Also, Nanny will move it without having to worry about them having to be asleep. You know?
Yeah.
She'll just
Yeah.
move
She can
it
do it
whenever.
anytime.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Nanny's, she would be like right up on it.
Yeah.
I would do it
Everything.
until
I know, she probably
feel
just
like
Really
stuff.
says something.
Yeah.
And like, well, I don't want to have an
Yeah.
elf or
Yeah.
something. Like,
it'll happen, but then you'll
Yeah.
have all those years.
it's at
of,
Nanny's house.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
why don't we have an elf, Mom? And then you have to explain why you didn't have an elf for 2
Yeah.
years.
I know. That's
Yeah.
I
I mean,
think
if
you'll
we
like
just
to do
said
it,
like
honestly.
it,
It's
we just
fun.
get to choose
I love
when
it.
and where.
I had a reminder in my phone, and we would laugh and we would figure out something silly to do. Like I love the. Did you ever do the pictures? Of the iPad or the phone or iPad?
Oh, like
Oh,
the
take,
like,
like,
up
When they're
close.
selfies.
sleeping.
Yeah.
It is the best.
Yeah.
They go nuts.
I haven't done it. I'll do it this year.
We
That'd
did
be
it in
fun.
the Ring camera when he was leaving. She was leaving, and so we had a picture of him in the ring, like waving goodbye.
Oh
and they
my
went
gosh.
away.
My sister-in-law
I
had
love
one for
that.
each kid.
Yeah, see, I don't want to do that.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's too much.
It's so
And that's another thing.
much.
They're gonna go to their friend's house. Well, I have like
I
siblings.
know,
They're gonna be,
yes.
well, why don't I have one?
Yeah, Ellie's sister had one for each kid.
That's
and they
annoying.
would all like have little meetings and do stuff.
I
and
think
I'm
Mel's
like,
has that.
and they would go on vacation. Like they would come to Ellie's parents'
Oh,
house. They would
yeah.
go somewhere and they would bring them all. And I'm like,
Yeah,
I
yes,
would
that's true.
forget this elf
Oh
at
my
home.
God.
I'm a
Yeah.
type B parent. I would forget that elf
That's
at
why
home.
you're going to Walmart.
Yeah,
I
I
know.
know. And then I have like 5.
Yeah.
Yes. Actually, I hid one for like I hid it somewhere because I didn't want to hide it with our Christmas stuff because
Yeah.
my kids open our
Yeah.
Christmas stuff. So I hid it somewhere. Okay. I could not find this elf. I had to call my mom
Oh
and
my
I was like,
gosh.
Mom, find this specific elf. Go to the store, get this elf, bring this elf to me. And then she did, and then I found this stupid elf in
found
like
the original?
Ellie's drawer. Yeah, like in Ellie's
drawer.
desk. It was in Ellie's desk drawer.
You
like
gotta put it in
shoved.
your
Oh my
notes. Elf is in.
Oh,
the
yeah,
room.
well, now I hide it in the same spot.
Yeah.
But it was like probably, I don't know, maybe Dawson was like 2. And it was like, I hid it. And I was just kind of like in a pack up stuff
Yeah.
frenzy. And I was like, oh, I can't hide it now
It's so
with our
true
stuff.
though, yeah, because I have it in a box, I think, in the
Yeah.
garage. But like,
Oh, I have it
if
wrapped
she
in, like,
finds
a
it,
thing.
it's like, why is
Yeah,
elf
well,
in
we
a
were-
freaking
Oh, I
box?
have
When
it,
we
like,
were
wrapped in a
shopping
thing
at
that you
Walmart,
couldn't
I'm like,
see it.
is this? I'm like, don't look.
Yes, I was
I was
like,
like-
crap. And your mom was about like say something about it. I'm like,
Yeah,
shh, shh.
yeah.
Like you can't just be talking about the elf like
Yeah.
willy nilly.
Why are they at Walmart?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then there's all the outfits and
Yeah.
and heck, if they can read,
Yeah.
thank God Eva can't read. It was like all the things, places you can
Yeah.
put the elf. I'm like, no,
Yeah.
that's not be
And I
fair.
want to find like they have the blonde hair boy one, don't they?
Yeah, I'm sure they have
They got
everything
them
now.
all.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
I want to find that one.
Look on
Jameson,
on
yeah.
Amazon.
Yeah.
We'll call it Jameson.
Jameson the elf.
No, call it something different. Yeah, you can't call it Jameson.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like,
Probably isn't it?
why didn't Jameson live?
I like the elf. I think it's cool.
I
and
think
it's-
I don't dislike
like
the elf.
using
I got
him as my
gifted the
parenting.
elf. I did not
Oh, did you?
opt into the elf.
and you have
yes.
one per all of them. I want to try to keep that.
Yeah, I have just
yeah,
one.
one per the kid.
Yeah, we have one
Yeah.
girl elf.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
My-
oh, her name is Sylvie.
Mine is a
And my
tan elf,
niece,
so
my niece,
I
like,
feel like I need my white baby.
Yeah.
Mom,
maybe
it's
one day white baby will be 10.
yeah,
It's not about what you look like. It's about the elf.
that's just her. That's
Yeah.
just her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't even know what my elf. I guess kind of maybe looks like Phoebe. You know what? Whatever. They all
Is the
look
girl
like
one or
whatever
boy
the
one?
oldest one is a girl.
Yeah, we have the
Yeah.
other one.
But yeah,
It's fun.
it's Sylvie.
And then
Before Silver's name was Silver, and we named her
Oh,
Sylvie.
that's
Yes.
exciting. Did she take it from the elf? No.
No, that's cool. Let's stick with that.
Yeah.
We do a fun tradition with the Peruvians.
Yeah.
We do Christmas Eve, and way back they would go like midnight, and they'd wake them up, and everyone act like they're asleep, and they would be like, oh, I heard him, and then
Be on
we
the
would-
roof. Ho, ho,
and
ho.
then they would do
Yeah.
the grandpa would go ho ho ho, and then all the presents would be out, so they would celebrate on Christmas Eve.
Oh, like in the middle of the night?
Mhm.
Yeah.
But
so
now,
like all
yeah.
the adults and stuff would be up. Kids would
Everyone
sleep.
sleep there.
Yeah. Everyone sleeps
So
there.
now we just do it at like 7, 8 o'clock,
Yeah.
I'm
and
like,
we like.
I wanna go to
Let's take
bed."
a nap,
Yeah.
Eva.
Yeah.
And then we all like
Yeah.
we're sleeping, and then they do it, and then we run outside.
Last
and
year
do
was
it.
insane.
Yeah, last year was
Because
a
we got to eat
cluster.
the babies, so
Yeah.
like Eva, it's
Eva's,
mainly
like,
about
awake.
Eva because she's the only one who knows
Yeah.
what's going on. And so like, we're like trying to, the babies, they're crawling around. Eva's like, I don't want to take a nap. I don't want to go to sleep. Like,
Yeah,
what are
she's
you
like,
talking
have
about?
fun.
I feel like they're so
Why
excited.
are we in Gigi's
Yeah.
bed? Like,
Yeah.
like,
Why are
what's
we
going
laying
on?
down? Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
But she loved it. It was
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
it's fun. It's cute.
I know.
Yeah.
I love traditions.
Yeah.
That's like, I think out of growing my family, the number one thing is I want to grow more and more traditions,
Yeah.
more than like the tradition being gifts.
You're right. So
I
they'll
want
remember
like
the
stuff.
Right,
Oh
yeah.
my god, I love it. Like something we
They all
started,
remember,
I think
yeah.
2 years
Yeah.
ago, is we do family talent show.
Oh.
And I know it's so cute,
On
and it's
Christmas
all just
Day?
goofy. Christmas Eve,
Christmas Eve.
yeah, because there's so much chaos on Christmas Day,
Right.
and like we have people come over,
Our
we
Christmas
do
Eve's
breakfast, yeah. So
Yeah.
we do like Christmas Day, Christmas Eve
the parents
day.
do it too, or the kids?
It's just our family. Yeah, no, we all do
Like
it.
immediate, like just like you guys.
Yeah, just
I
us.
love
Yes.
I might
Yeah.
feel that.
I know.
Yeah, talent show, and it could be whatever. But I think as they get older, I want to like
When they're older.
they practice things,
Yeah,
right? It's
right.
like, all right, we're gonna do this, and we have to do this thing,
Yeah.
and like,
Oh.
yeah. And I mean, the last 2 years, it's more like, what am I good at now?
Yeah, yeah.
I just do it.
He's good
right?
at front flips.
He's good at
Back
front flips. Yes. Declan last year, I pretended he was my like puppet, and he was on my lap, and he was just mouthing off.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Like a ventriloquist, yeah, and he was just mouthing off, and I was like making up like things behind him, and like, but we all record it, like what we do. But I love like finding out what other people's traditions are. I remember we were all together last year, and I was asking, like, and Jess told us
Yeah.
about the parade of presents
yep.
thing. I
She
don't
was
think
into
I can
that.
make that happen in my family right now, but I love that that's a thing in her family, and
Yeah.
I love the concept of it, like, because I didn't have any kind of like
We do
fun
treasure
traditions.
hunts. Our big gift, the
Yes,
last one.
no,
We
I
do the treasure
love
hunts,
that you
and it's
guys
our
do that.
favorite.
Yes.
Oh, it's the best.
We did that last year. I took a picture of what their big gift was, and I
Okay.
cut it up into like a
Ah.
puzzle, and then it was like a piece was in their stocking, a piece was like on
Ah.
their like gifts, and they had to put together. It was like probably 4 pieces
Uh-huh.
of like computer paper, right? And they had to put it together, and then it was like they had to figure out where it was, and it was outside.
But was it? So was the gift the picture of the actual gift, or
It was a picture of the gift where it was.
Oh, where
So
it
they had to like
was.
figure out where
Yeah.
it was and like the thing, and they went out. Yeah, I like that. I love stuff that like takes time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they're super excited about the
Yes.
gift because it's like I had to work for it, and it's fun.
Well,
I
and
can't
last
wait to
year the
create, like,
doorway,
my-
I put wrapping paper in front of the doorway, and so like they couldn't see until we all were ready
Oh,
to
that's
go
cool.
out, and then they had to like break through the wrapping paper. It took a lot of wrapping paper.
Yeah.
Like the big doorway, like
Yeah,
out to
yeah.
that room, and also they could have definitely gone like around.
I saw videos of that.
Yeah.
Too. It's so
But
cute.
that was cute.
Super
It
cute.
mainly because, like, obviously, at that moment they weren't smart enough to like think about like walking around.
Yeah.
But it was like they couldn't go until we were all ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was controlled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because like growing up, I had a cousin, and she was a lot older than me, and she would always come into town for Christmas, and we would never be allowed to open gifts until she was awake. But she was older, and she was like,
Oh my! That reminds
She
me
would
of my
not wake up.
brother.
My brother too.
Oh
she
my
wouldn't
God,
wake up
it's
until
so
like
many
10,
Yeah.
and we were all like, oh, like sitting there,
Yeah.
like, wake up,
Yeah.
and she was like. And I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
obviously, I want to sleep until 10. I get that, especially when somebody else
Yeah.
is making breakfast and I don't have any kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But obviously, I was very annoyed.
Yeah.
And I just remember being like, oh.
Yeah.
And then I would just sit there and I would watch all my gifts.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was-
And
that
then
was with
we
my
would
brother
be like,
too.
Yeah, I
we
would look
can't-
over the banister.
And then my
We can't
parents
do it
would,
until
like, make
Robin
us
wakes
breakfast
up. Yeah.
And, like, make us.
I would
we
get
had
a
to
call
eat.
from Jessica, like, "What did you get? I got this and this and this." And
I
I'm like, "I'm waiting for my brother." And my parents, our whole Christmas was so slow, so
Yeah.
I'm like, "Well, I'll tell you at 5 p.m. Let you know."
Casual.
Oh,
Yeah.
they would talk about every gift, and I'm like,
Mm.
"Oh, I need
And then
it.
they all woke up at like 6. They
I
were
need to
like,
get the Rosses where everything's open in a second. I need."
yeah. Well, so also in our family, I open all the boxes and I put together everything. So like when they wake up, all the things are put together. And Elliot was like, "This is insane." He was like, "I had to wake up and I had to open all the things, I had to put it all together, and it took a long time." And I was like, I don't know, I remember my mom always like everything was all set up, and like stuff was set up in cute like ways.
Yeah.
And I remember waking up and like getting to play with it
Yeah.
instead of like
just boxes.
opening up because it also meant like, all right, this is from Walmart.
Right.
And then I have to open this. I have all this trash. It was also like all the trash is gone. Like I opened all the things, all the trash is gone. I don't have all these bags of stuff. There's like wrapping paper, but there's no like boxes and plastic and all that stuff. And it was like all the stuff is like set up, ready to play, instead of like
Yes, I like that. My parents would
opened it, and then it would take a long time, and then I have to wait for my parents to help me put this together, and then I need batteries. Yeah. Oh, they didn't remember batteries. Like my parents, my mom, probably not my dad. It was just all my mom. It was just stuff was all like
it's more magical
set up, and it was like. And Ellie was like, "This is crazy, Shana." He was like, "This is
it
takes."
effort.
He's like, "It takes like," but he thought like that's part of it, like setting it up and doing all this. And I was like, I think it's laziness on your parents' end. But I mean, obviously, everybody can do it differently. But obviously, it takes way more effort on my end that night. But I do it like days ahead.
Yeah.
Like
no, I appreciate my parents so much. They would wrap every little thing like. And they would thrift a lot, so it'd be like that. Like everything was already open, and everything was already. And then they'd have a purse, and they'd have something wrapped in every single compartment.
I love the backpack.
Oh,
thing.
I love it.
Yeah.
And everything, and there's secret stuff in here, and it's just. And my dad would wrap every stocking thing. Every little stocking thing was wrapped, and I still
like
to
in
this day,
tissue paper or like
wrapping paper.
Yeah.
And the stocking was one of my favorite things because it would be all like that
whole
stuff and all the little
yeah.
great things.
Yeah, my mom
and
would
he
do
still
that too.
loves that. It's the best. Yeah. And it's things that I appreciate that, so your kids are gonna appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean, I hope that I hope they appreciate it because it's like when you think about how much time opening junk is, you know, like snipping all the plastic things. It also feels very much like somebody got this at Walmart or Target, you know, instead
Even
of
if
like
they can't.
And I set it up and I'll have like the little cars in a fun way, or like Barbie is set up, or like both of our kids got safes last year because they wanted like a special spot for their special stuff, and they had safes, and then I put like fun stuff in their safes. But I mean, as my kids get older, I want less stuff. Oh, something that we do with the cousins is we do cousin like game day. Yeah. And like I know you've seen like those, you know, almost like minute to win it. Like it's like your kids get older. It's like, so we haven't done it on Christmas Eve because we're not all necessarily together. I mean, if we're on Christmas Eve, we're doing like dinner and we're doing like formal stuff with like Elliot's parents. But like it'll be like a day before or a day after. Yeah. But it's also like you can differentiate the kind of gifts for like their ages because we have like a 17-year-old.
Do you get something for all the cousins?
Well, we'll do like gift cards, or we'll do like last year I did like taste testing things, so they like had to taste test like gross stuff, like blind taste test.
Cool. That's fun.
But it was like, you know, I mean, and then everybody pitched in to like
I love that one.
But it was like they all pitched in, like I did it at our house, but they all pitched in money to like, you know, because I bought all the stuff. But it was like, especially the taste testing thing, and watching like, especially our nephew, like. Taste test something that's gross, and he's just gagging. Yeah, it's the best. He's just like,
what'd you put in there?
I mean, there was like spicy things, but then I also bought like freeze dried broccoli, and he was like, so it was like they had to try it, and they had to describe what it was. Yeah. Or I think we had another game that was like you had to pretend it was something else. And then you had to have somebody else taste it. So it was like lying. Like you had to say,
so sweet.
You had to say, yeah, it was so good. And they had to try it. Yeah. And then we had one where you like rolled the toilet paper, you know, and then you had rolled the can, like all different things. I love to do like,
we played games.
Yeah. I love, as I get older, I'm like, I want more of those. It's all loud. Yeah. It's all silly.
It's all about the experience.
Watching our nephew eat this and gag. It's like, it's so funny. It's fun. And then
we also had
balls and the that was really fun.
And as they get older, it's like, if you do gifts, you could do gift cards. You could do that kind of stuff.
It's not fun to open like Barbies. They're like, oh, I want.
They definitely don't want it. But
gifts though, at like a certain age, like I think, I mean. When you're an adult, teenager, like, we don't even...
But also, well, it's like all of us this year all the moms were talking. We're like, all right, none of us are like in need of a gift card, right? Like if our kid needs this, we just get it that, right? So we're like, are we gonna just exchange gift cards?
Yeah, is this
like, or is this
stupid?
what we're doing? Like,
Are you talking about the kids or the people? Or
we don't do any adult
Yeah,
gifts.
no,
No,
we
it'd be
used
like
to get
even
one for every single person.
no,
and I don't
no,
know
we
how
don't do
did
any
that.
adult gifts. But it's like even with the kids, it's like they don't need
Yes.
a gift card to Sephora,
Agreed.
like
Well, that's
whatever.
what I love.
They need
I love this like open like context of like just talking about like what do you want for so and so, you know, like do they need clothes? No one wants toys, like
right. I know. I hate people who just buy
wants
stuff.
needs.
I'm like,
Yeah.
what does your kid want, and what do you want for your kid?
Exactly.
Like I want to know that.
Yeah.
I love when people do
You're good
gift,
about like that with
transparent.
birthday gifts.
Yeah, I just hate when people are like, oh, I got something useless at Ross or Target. And it's
Yeah.
like, thank you, but it's
The
just
worst is like when like people rip the tags off. Like I don't even know where to return.
Yeah.
Or they do it on purpose.
Like God damn it! Like I
They're
can't.
just buying it because it's like, oh, another birthday party.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It gets stressful. It does.
It is. Yeah.
Like I have so many birthday parties to go to, and I'm just like, I want to get something that they want, but
No,
it's like
I want to
Yeah.
normalize. I did this one time with Phoebe's birthday party, but I really think like, pardon me, I want to do this probably from Phoebe's birthday on because I get like the funness of them opening gifts. I understand that. However, they have all the stuff.
Yeah, so much stuff.
And there's literally things that Phoebe got from her birthday party still sitting in her room.
Yeah. Oh, I asked
Okay.
her. I said, what did you get that you liked? And she goes, I don't know. Like
Yeah,
anything.
it's
I'm
just
like,
sitting in her room.
no.
I know it sucks, and it's like I don't want her to feel ungrateful, and then it's
Yeah.
also like she doesn't need anything,
Yeah.
and so it's
And
like
she's
just
close to
stuff.
Christmas, too,
Yeah,
her
and it's
birthday.
just like stuff.
Yeah.
And so we did the Fiverr birthday party for one of her birthday parties. Everybody had to decorate a card, and they
that's
put
what's cute,
$5.
too. Yeah.
$5, and then she just accumulated $5, and then we went to Target, and she got to buy whatever she
I
wanted.
love that.
Yeah.
And it was like, but the
And I
cute
feel- and
cards.
I- as like
they
a-
put cute cards,
as
and
a
then
guest
people
too,
put
like, I
like
would
a
appreciate
lollipop. They put a
Yeah.
cute little like they made
Words,
cards.
nice words.
Yes,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they put stickers, and most of it is like, I mean, obviously, it was like the kids were old enough to make their own cards. They were all just
Yeah.
silly nonsense of whatever their kid wanted to write, and like
right.
put pictures and draw, and it was so
Yeah.
cute. And also, when she throws those cards away, because we all will.
Yep.
It was like we all were thankful for the cards, and then it was like on construction paper, and we throw it away. It wasn't like they paid $4
yes.
for this card,
Yeah.
That just
and then we
says
threw it
nonsense,
away. Yes,
And I
it
feel
was
like as a parent too, like I think you would appreciate like as like a guest, like
Yeah.
not having to worry about okay, well I got to
Yes.
spend like $15, and you have like a million kids.
Right.
not even just
And
that.
this one's getting this
But
much money,
you-
so I have to do
Right,
this
yeah.
much.
How many times? Okay, I don't know how many birthday parties you've been to, but I can definitely say I've been
Not
to plenty
as
of
many
birthday
as you
parties.
guys.
Yeah.
Not yet.
How many birthday parties at like day of? I'm like, oh my god, I have to buy a gift, and I go and buy a gift. I will never. Nora's birthday party. Me, Javi, and Kim were at Target together. Okay,
Yeah.
and we saw each other. We're like, we're both here, and then we were
What do
like,
we get this baby?
what do we get the baby? And then we're like, we got the baby. Not only did we to buy something, we had bought a gift bag. And we
Yeah.
all
So
stuffed this
stupid.
gift bag in our trunk. We're like, stuff it. And then we show up, and then we were both like, I know, we all laughed, and we were like, what are we doing here?
And I literally,
What are we doing here?
I wanted to
Because
be
everybody
like,
can
don't
get $5 somewhere.
anything.
You go to 7-Eleven,
Yes.
you get $5. You
Yeah.
know? You go wherever. It's not like, oh my God.
And
Because
we're
then
the
I felt
type
like
of
I was like
people-
20 minutes late to the party because I went
And
to
I don't
Target.
remember what you got.
Exactly.
So stupid.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't actually know if it was, maybe it was Eva's. I feel like it wasn't Nora's. I'm like, I don't know if I bought Nora a gift. Like, I don't know. Probably, maybe.
I don't know.
I feel like maybe it was Eva. But I remember we all were at
Yeah.
Target, and we were like, I see you, you see me, we're here.
We're
We're
doing the
all
thing.
shoving
We're
gifts
doing
in the
the thing.
trunk. And we'll go to the same party. And it's like, because we love them, we love her, we're going to
But
get
it's
a
always
thing.
so forced. I wish we could just be like, she doesn't need anything. She's not
Yeah.
gonna know. Don't
Yeah.
get her anything. Like,
Yeah. I
Well,
will say
especially
when
'cause,
they
like,
did
I
the
don't like
Fiverr thing, it was
opening
good.
presents like
Yeah.
at the
Yes.
actual party. Like,
I don't do that
No.
unless she's like begging to. But I don't.
Yeah. I feel like they like it more than we like
Well, they
it.
just want to see what it is.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like,
but I mean, for the most part, like I feel like they're also really distracted too,
Yeah.
right?
I feel
Why
like
do
if
you
it
get
was
so busy and
normalized,
fast?
it would be less. I feel like it's becoming more normalized.
Yeah, oh, for
of
sure.
like less stuff.
Yeah.
Even like goodie bags, all that stuff. I feel like it's
hate goodie
less
bags. Yes.
stuff. Because it's like you go to a party, you're just loaded with junk, and I'm like, I literally don't.
They
I don't
bought
want
the junk. Nobody
you
wants
to
the junk.
spend
Yeah.
more
And then you're
money
passing
buying
it
my
along.
kid a bag of junk that my kids maybe will eat some of the candy,
Yeah.
and then we
Food,
just
silly
throw all the
toys.
junk out.
Yeah.
It's just we
Yeah.
throw it out, and I'm like, just
No junk.
let's all just save money.
Yeah.
Let's all
I
save money,
do
time,
a
and effort.
pinata.
Yeah.
Guys, there's your goodie bag. You didn't get any candy? Sucks to suck. Sorry.
Yeah.
Get out.
I know, but as your kids get older and more kids come, it's like that
Yeah.
pinata.
I
Bro, I
know.
mean, with Phoebe, I mean, they were like ravaged.
Yeah, they will.
Like they were all on it, and I'm
Oh my
like,
God.
I know. I was like, bro, I bought like 100 something pieces of candy. This is all like,
And it probably is more expensive than a stupid goodie bag.
Yeah.
and it's all just junk, and
Yeah.
all of them are like Halloween's coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, something for Halloween. I take probably a third of their candy, and I put it in their stockings.
That's
Now
smart.
that
Yeah.
is a good idea.
Yeah, I take a bunch of their
I'm gonna
candy.
take
I mean,
some
they're
out.
not going to notice this.
They have
will.
so
Well,
much
they know
candy.
notice.
So
I
much.
take
have,
I
like,
take a
6 different
third
bags
and
of
I have
things.
a bag and I put it in my cupboard and I put it in their stockings. And
Adding
it's
a
like,
reminder right now.
and it's like, I mean, there's just so much candy.
I hope Eva wouldn't
What do you guys
remember.
think about the Switch?
That's what Jamie is, right?
Yeah,
a lot of
Jamie
people,
does
I
this.
saw a lot of
Yeah.
opposing things about that.
The thing is, I
I
like
have-
candy,
I have
but I guess I could just
a
take my
thought
room.
about Switch. So what do you think about Switch?
Candy's good for bribes and for me, so I feel like I keep it.
All right, what do you think about Switch? I know you
I
don't have
mean,
like that
I'm
stage,
just going
but
off more of like Eva and like, cause that girl loves candy.
she
obsessed.
does.
So, but also, cause like
I
a
ration
lot
it.
of people's like views are like, well, if you take it away, which I think honestly, it's like, yeah, it's a holiday. Let them have some fucking candy. Like, don't, like 5 pieces of candy. That's bullshit. Come on. Like, let them have candy. It's okay. It's a holiday. Like, it's the whole point of it, right? Trick or treat. And also if like you limit it, like they're probably gonna binge at a friend's house.
Yeah,
and
or they're
binge
gonna ask you to buy
somewhere
some.
else, or
You're gonna need to get it
You
somewhere
are
else.
literally 1,000. Yes.
Yeah?
I agree with that.
Okay.
Yeah,
'Cause
100%.
I mean, I don't know yet with
Yeah.
Jameson, so
Yeah,
I
because
personally
you're
gone.
gonna buy
but
some.
like,
I let my kids go ham, and they honestly get so over it very
Yeah.
fast. Like
'cause if it's candy, it's candy. Like,
Yeah.
they're not gonna be like, oh
And-
my god.
all right. So
oh my
last
God.
time we all go trick or treating, all my kids ate. We come back to my mom's house. They ate a bunch of candy. Nobody was up till like 10.
Yeah.
Everybody went to bed. I mean, we went to bed late only because we were all
Yeah.
out
Let them
later.
get sick off candy. It's all
Yeah.
But they were just like 10. I will say,
Yeah.
Eva really does.
She loves it.
She's like a little fiend.
No, I have to ration her.
But I
have to
think-
literally cut her.
I don't
It's
know-
second- it's
I don't know
crack.
what
It
that
is. Crack
is.
to this girl.
Yeah, I don't know what
she
it
will
is.
literally be like, I have a treat, and then next thing, can I have another treat? Can I have
Yeah.
another treat? And I'm like, you just had some treats.
She
Can you
is
just stop
your
thinking about
daughter,
it?
Jordan.
You know,
Yeah.
I know. She will be hitting other people up. Like
Yes.
Jordan was like, you can't. And she'll like walk around the corner, and I'm there. She's like,
Shana, can I have a
Yeah.
snack? Can I have a
and
treat?
I was like,
I know. She was all she's like, and I don't eat candy at all.
Yeah.
Like I'm not a
Yeah, I'm not a
sugar
candy person. I know
So
Jordan's
she's always
a
like,
little candy
she's
person.
like, where's your? I'm like, I have nothing. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Where's your popsicles? I know you have popsicles.
I
Where are they?
have popsicles. They're for Eva. So they're
What's the
they're Eva
time?
popsicles.
Oh, we're 33.
Oh man, holidays are a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is good.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
funny.
point blank, it's fun. Well, let's talk about real quick about just the stress, the
Okay. Yeah.
responsibilities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's so great to see our kids joyful, but it is a lot of work.
So is the responsibility of the magic on you, or do you and Eric share?
We
that?
collaborate, but I'm a worrier and a planner, so I'm always just like usually I have everything already figured out, and this year I'm like I don't know at all what to get them,
Yeah,
so
I
it
don't
stressed
know
me
what to
out.
do either, yeah.
So I'm finally figuring out what to get them, but like, yeah, no, it's on me because like I make it about I make sure like because I think about it 3-4 months ahead before. I'm just
Yeah.
like, oh, we gotta figure this out. We gotta get this now. Christmas is coming. We gotta do this.
The
We gotta do that.
gifts.
We gotta do that. Gifts, plans, like family plans. We have to do that together. Like with our.
That's the stressful thing for me.
Yeah.
Because Jameson's not.
Are
like,
you guys
he's not old
responsible
enough
for
yet.
the family plan?
I feel like we kind of are. In
We
a
are the
way.
matriarchs. The boys
Yeah.
don't. The
Yeah.
grandparents come to us and say like,
Yeah.
okay, we're doing
Trying
this.
to tie
Can we
in
do this?
all
Yeah.
the families.
And we have like because we have great grandparents. We have like everyone's involved.
divorced
we have like
families.
6 different
so it's-
families,
yeah.
so it's like luckily both of our families are like, oh, you want to do it on this day or like
Yeah.
Christmas
Oh,
day.
your personal
Yeah, like
family.
my mom and her mom.
Yes.
Yeah.
So-
this year's really hard for my because Christopher works, my
He
older
works
brother,
every holiday.
single holiday. And then Colin now has a girlfriend, so now we have Ty and her. So now he's going to be in Miami for Christmas, so he's not even going to be here. So now our Christmas, guess what? It's going to be New Year's.
New Year's?
Yeah.
That was pushed back a lot.
I know. It's our new Christmas.
Oh, so you're like, let's go to Chad's, let's hang.
I know. My parents are coming.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because they have no one. They're not hanging out with anyone. So I'm like, I asked them if they want to spend the night at our house and watch. Yeah, and then wake up and be Christmas morning. So.
You know what I love is whoever has the youngest kids, Christmas should be at their house.
Yeah.
No, I love having Christmas at my parents' house.
Oh.
Every memory I've
Yeah,
ever
I
had.
would rather go to my parents' house.
Oh, okay.
Too.
See, I love being
my
at
parents have
my
this
house.
huge
Well, I
family
like in the
room.
morning,
Elliot's-
waking up. I
Yeah.
like that. But
Because
I like
then
having
all the stuff
at my
is
parents'
at my house. Yes, and then when I
we
go
grew up in our
somewhere,
parents' house.
Yes, the
So
same house,
it's like
the
a
same
magic.
memories.
It's a magical house. Yeah.
Yes,
Sure.
It's a magical house.
I guess
Yeah.
I if I go to my mom's house, it's not like
Oh, she definitely get your
magic.
house. Your house
Yeah.
is the magic house now.
well my house.
Yes.
Yeah.
But also with my in-laws, it's like they want all, like even when all of the nieces and nephews were young, they wanted them to come to their house. So it'd be like they would bring their gifts to their, because they all live out of town.
Yeah.
So you guys all live like close,
Right.
right? But they would all live out of town. So
No,
they
you're
would
right.
like bring their gifts to their house, or they would have basically 2 Christmases. And then they would have to be like,
All the grandparents would come to my parents' house, so that makes sense. Yeah, because they were
Yeah.
like the people with the kids, and all
Yeah.
their grandparents came to them.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
we're lucky in the sense that we're near his parents. So
Yeah.
like we are,
It's easier for you.
yeah. But it's like they were all traveling
Yeah, that's hard.
with their elves, with their Christmas
With their
gifts.
gifts?
With,
How
yeah.
do you do that?
Well, they did small amounts of it, and then they would do other stuff there, or it'd be
Yeah.
like Santa came, and like Gigi and
That's how
Granddaddy would
Jess
do
did it.
like Santa stuff
They'd have
there.
Christmas before.
And I'm like,
then
if
they'd
you're
go.
funding Santa stuff, I guess. But also, there's been plenty of times that they've bought things, and we've been out of town, and they bought things that I'm like, they bought us a Yeti cooler, which is great. All right, super fun. But this is a massive, giant Yeti
Wait,
cooler.
the people who traveled?
Like
They bought
flew?
all of them. Yeah, so we got one.
Oh
All
my
right,
gosh.
we brought it to our house,
Yeah.
2 miles away,
Oh no!
and
they
everybody
had to
else got a
buy
Yeti cooler.
that. Ship this guy.
Exactly. They didn't ship it to their house. They bought it
No.
there, and then they had to figure out how to bring it home. And I'm like, this is a like
They
30
didn't think
pound
that
cooler.
through. They did not think that.
Well,
through.
because they bought it at the Navy Exchange, and they're like,
Oh.
we paid $5, and here you go.
Here is $100 to ship.
Right.
But you
Wow.
figure that out.
Yeah, that's how you-
we're not. Are you like just you could drag it? Like you put all your
Yeah.
stuff in there, and then you take it home.
And
Yeah,
then
like a.
it's a check bag.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's.
But no,
stressful.
it's just when I saw all that, I was just like, I think the people with the youngest kids should
Yeah.
have Christmas. I love Christmas at home, and then going somewhere post Christmas
That's how
to
we
the
do.
people's
Yeah.
houses. Yes,
That's
because
how
I
we
mean,
do.
going to your mom's, and isn't it funny that it's like it's always the girls want to go back home to their
Yes.
families because they're always the sane ones, and then you go to the sane ones. And then they made the magic, and that's why we're
Yeah.
special, and
Yeah.
that's why we made good families.
Because it trickles
Yes.
down to the girls, right?
Yeah.
And then, but we go back to that, and then we want that comfort of
Yeah.
like mom made cinnamon rolls,
Yeah,
or
in the
whatever.
morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I love
I want to
the.
replicate it.
I love
Yeah.
waking up at my house. My kids do Christmas at my house, and then I go.
Yeah,
Do
that's
it
Yeah.
what we
So
do.
that's what we do.
Yeah.
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 But it's so
Yeah, but
fast
it's like you
when
go
they
on
go.
vacation, but it's like somebody lives somewhere else, and then you have
Yeah,
to
that's
go
hard.
at somebody else's house, and you have to like pretend all
Yeah,
this magic
that's
follows
stressful.
you, and then because it's mom's fault. If
Yeah.
mom forgot whatever dumbass gift they were
Yeah.
supposed to bring at the house, and then this is
Yeah.
Santa,
We have
and
to
then
explain this now.
Yeah.
yeah, it's all like
Yeah, my parents would do the treasure hunt thing in the middle of the night and because they couldn't just hide these the clues.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
they'd be up to like past midnight just doing all this stuff, and it's like
You know
now I've just appreciated it.
Yeah.
Now. It's like
You know
so
what all
You
this
stressful.
shows
appreciate things a lot.
is
Yeah,
the
it's
parents
cool.
that did all that fun stuff. Your parents are best friends.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like it's
Besties.
I love it. So cute. Bill is like,
Oh she.
look
he's
at Pam. I love her.
I know.
Pam.
I tell it to Eric. I'm like, you need to be that with like my dad. Just like Pam. Like silly Pam. I love
Silly
her.
Pam.
Like what Eric would be
How many
like.
years have they been married though?
Jordan.
Yeah, like, oh, Jordan. They just I should know this a long time.
Hold on. I'm
Maybe
gonna
it's their
I'm gonna end this one, and then I want to talk about this other subject because
Okay.
this is so fun.
Mwah. I love you.
Bye.
Woo-hoo. Merry Christmas, future.
Goodbye, friends.